Supernatural provision. Eh? Have you seen it? God's liberality. God's liberality. Oh, I can tell you stories.
The internet in Ghana is boiling, and this time it is from no other place than X, formerly Twitter. And the conversation going on over there is a realness. And I believe you're going to follow me throughout this video for us to have a conversation about what is going on X, or formerly Twitter, concerning Ghana and some churches or youth churches that have come up in Ghana these days. Now, this conversation takes a backwards step into a time where a man named Michael Taiwo posted on his social media. I believe Michael Taiwo should be a Nigerian or something like that. On somewhere in September 2025, he posted that if you could go back 10 years and change one decision, knowing it will completely alter your life today, what would that risk? What would you do? Sorry, would you take that risk or leave things exactly as they are now? So this is a very harmless question that Michael asked. And when Yam Osman quoted that tweet later on and said, I wouldn't have joined CEYC. Now, most of you do not know CEYC. CEYC is Christ Embassy Youth Church. It's one of the youth churches in Ghana which belongs to the Pastor Chris Lome Christ Embassy Ministry. And it is arguably one of the biggest churches or one of the biggest youth ministries in Ghana, which was formerly led by Pastor Enock or Enoch Boama, who is currently in Nigeria, Abuja, heading a church over there. Now, the conversation has moved from a myriad of accusations back and back and back. And one of Ghana's socialists or one of Ghana's influencers, Snapchat ads, TikTok influencers named Burland, a very, very outspoken young lady, has come out to share myriads of accusations against the man Enock. Now, in the series of the videos you're going to watch, we're going to see the accusations from Oprah, the accusations from Burland, who are ex-influencers or Snapchat influencers in Ghana. And bear in mind, they are former church members of Christ Embassy Youth Church. And a lot of young people on that platform are coming out to share their sentiments about how the pastors in the church, in one way or the other, abuse them mentally and verbally or any other form of that. So, see, it's a lot. But I just want us to go check out what brought up the whole conversation about Burland, about CEYC, about Oprah, and what has the conversation transpired into. It has transpired into a series of accusations, series of revealing secrets, things that have happened in the past in the church. And let's go carefully listen to what these young people are putting out there. And let me know what you think about it in the comments. There are lots of things to discuss. There are lots of things to mention. Christ Embassy is in the conversation. Pastor Enock is in the conversation. Pastor Chris Lome is in the conversation. Now, I know most of you are going to come after the video, especially members of the church. Please, put all your sentiments aside and listen to what the young girls are saying. Listen to their pleas and what they are vehemently saying, and let me know what you think about it. It is not about siding about your pastor say. It is not about whatever daddy, papa, pastor say. What? Not that moment. This is not the moment. Comment decisively based on what these young girls are saying in the comments, and let me know what you think about it, and I'll be sure to respond to you. Peace out.
When I started the church, there were not a lot of people that were in the church, right? I was part of like the pioneers when he started that church, because a friend of mine introduced me to him, because he had just moved from being a singer to this, and he agrees that yes, he agrees that he's part of it, because when I made the decision to leave the church, he actually took me to, that was my first time at campaigns. He took me there to explain to me why I shouldn't leave, and that he's a sinner and he has fallen short of the glory of God. So me and him, we understand that he's the reason why I left the church. Now, I want to talk about my background and why he is the reason why, because I am from a Muslim home, right? So that was my proper introduction to going to church. So every understanding of church I would have, or understanding of the Bible, was straight from him. But some things were weird to me, which is why I left. Now, first, when I started the church, 1 month in, we were doing competition. Like, oh, let's say Kotoka branch raised 20 million, so maybe Agbogbolosi branch raised 30 million, so we have to pass them. Hey, why do we have to pass them? For what? Like, I don't even understand. We were like, that was like, I wasn't understanding why we have to pass another church. Like, we actually went for this type of, I don't know what it is, where other branches to come and say, okay, we raised this, we raised that, we raised this. Me, I don't know where the money was going to, but people in the church found delight in passing other branches. So that was my first red flag. And then the preaching constantly became money, 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 right? And I was the social media handler at a point, the Instagram social media handler at a point. So the money issue was one. The second thing was when I left the church because I saw something that was very, very horrible, and which is why he took me to the church. But then he came to tell me that, oh, he's a sinner, I should listen to the preaching and not the individual, and that's understandable. He's a human being and he makes mistakes. When I went to the church that day, there was this, they do this thing where they do a night of miracles or something. There was this guy from UPSA that, like, I know him, but I've forgotten his name. He had an accident, so he had crutches, and they prayed for him, and he put the crutches down. The next day, I saw him in Legon, and he was using the crutches again. Now, this is my first introduction to miracles and all of these
Let's
things.
start.
This is my first introduction to miracles and all of these things. So me, I wasn't understanding what is going on. So did it work? Did it not work? Like, how is the process supposed to be? Like, is it supposed to go immediately? Is it a slow process? If it's a slow process, then he should have left with the crutches. But I feel like in his mind they've prayed for him, so he used him to walk. Then the next day he realized that it's not gone. Then he started using like the crutches again. So that was I didn't even come back again. After I saw him that day, I didn't even come back again. And then the third thing was that I feel like people were, because of the preaching that was going on, people were coerced to give testaments or say testimonies. I don't even know how that thing is called, but like coming to thank God for whatever it is. But before they come and thank God, they say, thank you, Pastor Sam, for the opportunity. What opportunity? You are thanking God. Why are you thanking the pastor for the opportunity to give a testament to God to win souls to Christ? I don't know. It is just too much for me. It felt like the
Like, go small,
sorry.
hit.
It felt like the reverence was more to the leaders than the than God himself. And also, I was made a cell leader. Mind you, I'm from a Muslim home. So if you make me a cell leader and put me in charge of a group of people, honestly, how am I going to preach? So which spirit of God told you that this, even if, let's say, in the future, I'll be a cell leader and graduate to a pastor and whatever, in that moment, is it really God that told you
Amen.
that I
I wait,
was right?
what do you mean by you are made a cell leader? Like,
Yeah,
what,
like, so they'll put you, they are cell leaders, so they'll put you in charge of like a group of people where
right,
like,
right. And what were you
yeah.
supposed to do? Like, what were you supposed to do as a cell
Or
leader?
sometimes you talk to them about God, you talk to them about
Okay,
the funds that they are supposed to raise. And I
okay.
actually never did that because I didn't even know where to start from. Maybe it is a gradual,
Ama, see,
yeah.
you have all the time in the world. We are not ending the space
I'm sorry,
anytime
I
soon.
talk fast. I talk
No,
fast. I
see,
can't.
if you like, talk till tomorrow. Me, pardon, my ears on. Me, my ears on.
I'm sorry, I talk fast, but yes. So yeah, as I was saying, they made me a cell leader too, and then it was very like confusing to me, right? And then later, people started selling their things because if you give a seed, if you give your last seed to God, God will multiply it to you. That was the perception there. So people started selling their last things and everything. But fortunately, I didn't even have to even sell. So that's what helped me. Maybe if I had, I would have also sold something. But when I left the church not too long ago, that's when I heard about Adosi and everything. But I never asked him about it till I left the church. It's the delusion thing is very crazy. That I know Adose had a friend that died in a motorbike, but Adose never let go of his motorbike, but he let go of his motorbike when he entered that church. That is how crazy it is. Like, I don't know how it works, but that is how it is. Like, it is like if you give to, like, I don't know what it is, but the preaching is always about giving money, giving money, giving. I don't really remember any.
So you say the church, them they beg, like beggy.
I don't know what it's called, but
Relax.
it's basically like you have to sow seed. So like you can even give, if you give your last to church, you don't know God will give you miracle money. But why should I give my last to the church before God will give me the miracle money? Like it doesn't like make sense. It's just a lot of things. And when it came to the girls, I feel like there was a bit of grooming on that side, because there were some people he met from high school, and he like they grew up in the church. But that is not my story to tell. But what I saw, I had to leave because I felt
What did
like
you see?
that is their
Sorry, though.
story. So I can't come and maybe they are not ready
Thank you, Amma.
to
Thank you,
talk
Amma.
about it. So once they are ready to speak about it, fine.
Oh, you Amma. The way my film come for you, pa. I
Mama, you for
No,
go back to the church, oh.
if I go back to the church,
no.
right now,
I
catch
actually
up.
tried. I actually
Go and
tried.
come back. Go and come back.
I tried going back to the church again to listen to the preaching instead of the person who is doing the preaching. Like I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
listen to the word rather than looking at the person doing the preaching. But I still went back and I was met with money conversation, and I was like, you know what? It's
Wait, so do they reach out to you now to join again
no.
at all?
No.
And when you left initially, what was the reaction?
That's what I'm saying. The pastor took me out. He apologized for what I saw. And what that's why sometimes when I'm laughing about it and these people come and reply my tweets, and I'm like, is your pastor aware you are doing this to me, especially because he will not be happy with what exactly I'm going to say. Because if he actually took me out to apologize, to say, oh, please, like, you have to relax and consider your pastor when you are attacking people who have left the church. If you are still there, fine, that's you. It will come. Everybody's own will come. You will leave eventually. But for now, you have to relax and don't invalidate other people's experiences because of what you think you are experiencing right now. Just relax. You will see it. If you don't see it, you will see it. Yes. So that is all I
Okay.
can remember for now. If I remember anything, I'll tweet it.
All right. Thank you so much, Amma. We have someone here.
It will come. Everybody's own will come. You will leave eventually. But for now, you have to relax and don't invalidate other people's experiences because of what you think you are experiencing right now. Just relax. You will see it. If you don't see it, you will see it. Yes. So that is all I
Okay.
can remember for now. If I remember anything, I'll tweet it.
All right. Thank you so much, Amma. We have someone here. We have
No,
someone
Amma.
here who wants to talk about
Yeah.
grooming. Let's have
Amma.
it on.
Somebody said you've also given a testimony in the church.
Yes.
And what's the context? I want to know.
I
What's
don't
the
even
context?
remember. Like I don't remember. Like that's the grooming part. It's like you go there, everybody is giving testimony. So
Hey, that's serious.
you have to go and give,
Oh
like
no,
you
no.
have to go
I'm
and
a,
say
I'm
something.
a, I think you're a very strong person because if it was me, I don't know where I'll be in this life by now. Because,
No,
hey,
Mister, that's what
See.
I'm saying. That point, I didn't have anything.
you go
If I
through a
did
lot,
have
oh.
something, I'll probably also sell something. So it was the best time for me to go and live fast at that point.
Imagine, oh,
Yes.
imagine like by now they'll tell you to bring your BMW. Can you
Oh,
imagine?
Lester.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. Coach,
Ah.
please, that
All
church.
right, guys.
Yeah.
I
One
beg, I
mic.
sign bond. I they make quiet. So
One
I
mic.
beg.
We have someone. Amma, thank you so
Okay,
much. Yeah.
okay.
Please
Yeah, thank you, Emma, for
still
sharing.
stay on because I'm sure like we have some more questions.
Yeah, and the guy Sharon. Sharon says she
Oh,
understood.
Hi.
Hi,
hey.
Sharon.
Hi,
Sharon, can
Sharon.
you tell your story in less than
Yeah,
two
yeah.
minutes?
I don't have anything traumatic. I'm just gonna say I knew Iraq before CYC. He used to come to my primary
Hey.
school. He used to have Jerry curls then times. And even as a kid, I thought it was weird because I knew the girls had a crush on him. And I think
Mm.
he leveraged that a lot because the girls would come to him and be like, oh, I want to feel the spirits. Let me faint. Then, oh, coach now. Then
Hey.
do you push them or you blow whatever on them and they will fall? Plenty things. And it was just very weird as a kid. I'm just like, what is going on? And I was very new to the whole Ghanaian religion thing. But I feel like anyone that comes in here to say, oh, everybody makes mistakes, that I don't care. If you are a person of power, you have responsibility over certain things. You know when people are taking a liking to you or putting you on the pedestal, you need to recognize that and manage that. There's nothing like, oh, he's a man of God, he make his mistake. Nah, it's BS. But that's my two piece.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you,
All right,
Sharon.
so one of my favorite
Charlie,
people ever. Okay.
I know say boys won't go sleep. Give them.
It's pretty sure.
Oh, I mean, dreaming home. Anyway, me send the DM say lighthouse for Kahuana because me must am lighthouse orientated. What they are saying,
Hey.
lighthouse for no. In some she say me bo bebre. Lighthouse for no yeah founders day yeah Gigi Sika come up that gay word mills now so muso for no muntu yo muka. Lighthouse for no yeah if you are saying remix. Yɛtumi yɛ red wine saa nnwom no yɛyɛ ho remix ɛsɛ yɛmfa nyɛ worship na nyame no yɛpɛ sɛ yɛ confuse no anaasɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛsom ne yie. Let us for no nneɛma bebree. Let us for by force sell leadership. By force yɛnyɛ shepherd. By force yɛn sorry Monday. Yɛnyɛ flow Tuesdays. Yɛnyɛ Wednesday dawn prayers. Yɛnyɛ Thursday melody then. Yɛnyɛ Friday all night. Saturday so pastor
Hey,
bi bɛba.
Opa,
Oh,
time so.
aso ana. Nti radio
Eh,
me sɛ ɔda bɛn na ebebie lighthouse yɛ mewɔ point bebree nka
oh,
mentwerɛtwerɛ
very soon.
edu
Opa,
hɔ
very
a
soon, very soon, very soon.
woyɛ sure.
Oh, yes,
Ah, me the
Opa.
lighthouse na me buy
Oh,
CY
man, oh,
filter then
Opa, me
me
sure,
no mo.
me be my me sure.
Mumbie mame me a me
Eh,
co-host now.
Charlie
Opa, I do make
Okra,
my
Me
tree
a
Okra.
count.
me
Hey,
co-host. What? Nanso so my son
Ty-
me born tofa ne there pocho. Enti Methodist for one asem. Yenti Presby for one asem. Pentecost for one asem.
party
Roman
sister.
for one asem. Yento bia wanenka. Now so why the new age chapel now wabano. I want to open will pray on the young. Just because they are desperate, they are pedaya sum yamika ye jay fornication, idolatry, na wen no into what we use no take advantage of us. Oni nyano no nyankopon no hwe won. On the onye because I'm peda musum nyame nanso so fornication kakra bi wo mention na mamu hu de onko yie ehwa on no bus stop man mark heaven.
Hey,
Nti
Opa,
mo
time,
kwa na
Opa,
eh
time so.
time so ede
Eh,
mesia mo bie light us mo
oh,
frame right
Opa,
abi
you
ko
bet,
on the
be around
why
door room so.
You're awarding people based on how much they give. Like, let's say your target is $1 million. Okay, cool. But you're awarding and your starting range is $1,000. Somebody probably gave like $50 and that's all they had. But you're telling the person that, oh, because they gave $1,000, they didn't give $1,000, or maybe that year it's $2,000 that was like the least. So their $50 is like nothing. Meanwhile, the person feels like, hey, I gave my all, I did everything. But you, these same people are also selling them this thing where if you give, you are going to become rich, you are going to have it multiplied in double folds. And the funny thing was, it was on uni people. Like me that I'm in uni, how much do I even get? Like you've given
And
me a
so the
target
youth
of
can
like
raise $1 million.
$1,000.
Hey, Charlie,
Sorry?
if you serious, oh, the youth had to raise $1 million.
Yeah. And the thing was,
Boy,
like, even during
Yeah.
sermons, right? They would
So,
bring like people who
mind you, this
had
is per year.
actually,
This is per
yeah, this
year.
per year,
hey, $1
yeah.
million per year.
So
It's
so
not.
let me
It's
just
not
Hey,
like.
Charlie, approaching
so
church.
let's just try to explain things, right? So if they give the targets like a $1 million target for the year, he then breaks it down into the various churches. So like from church 1 to church 12 or something, there are lots. Then before the churches now have meetings with their fellowship leaders and then they say that okay, I'm going to do this and that and that. Then your cell leader will now take her fees. She'll go and also go and pledge that okay, I'll bring $10,000. She's pledging on behalf of the whole cell, knowing very well that probably she cannot do it on her own, but she's going to do it with the help of her cell members. Then now they start putting pressure on you, the cell member, to also give the amount. I remember at a point I pledged $100 with my mom, and I told the cell leader that oh, it's a joint pledge, so I'm going to pay for both of us. So I did pay the $100, and then I told her, oh, she was happy, they congratulated me in the group and everything. Then she texts me and she says that no, my mom has to also pay $100 because heaven is an individual thing and the blessings are going to be individual. I'm like, what?
Hey, then they pay $100 go heaven.
You get why?
At that moment, like I was so shocked, I was so confused. Like I literally told him it was a joint contribution. So why are you now making it look like um she also has to pay like another $100? And then I think the second experience that really made me feel like these people are very out of touch with reality was when my sister's dad died. That was my stepdad. So this girl is literally like 16 years. She stayed with her dad all her life. Now her dad passed away just when she enters SHS and she's come home for vacation. You're like, she should come to church. And I'm trying to explain to you that, oh, we are in the morning season and all of that. So she can't come. And the first thing that this church person tells us is that we should let the dead bury their dead.
That's crazy.
That's insane, my nigga.
I
Huh?
was just at home
I don't
like,
understand.
no, so they're trying to tell you that you should let the dead bury their dead. They are not supposed to immerse yourself in like the morning and everything. Just come to
Oh.
church. Leave the family members to do their mourning and all of that. You can leave them to do whatever they want. But then you should come to church at all costs. And it was so crazy because this is somebody, she's so young. She's not even mature enough to even understand that her father is even dead. But yeah, telling her to come to church, come and listen to a pastor from like what? 8 a.m. to like 4 p.m. And
Hey,
some
well,
of
church
these
they close at
things,
4.
oh, it's even worse than that, my dear.
Ah.
So I think,
Hey,
so I think those who
serious.
know me, who knew me when I was there, like I was the one running the program sometimes. So if the program starts at 8 o'clock, I'm the one who works with like the production team and everything. So sometimes I'll have to go to church around 6 a.m. Not 6 a.m. per se, but like 7. Try to like get everything shape form before the service starts. And I was also like an EA to a pastor. So
What's his
I
name?
would.
Hey, Charlie, you are inside, though.
Inside Rolf. Hey.
Charlie.
Oh God.
So you can
The
tell us
people
what
will
they
be the PAs for the
the
church,
money for.
they heal them. Pa.
Oh
You
Charlie.
they inside wow.
So
You do inside
Like you
fucking.
did
so
a getting
Me, so I thought I could just open up and then just tell him everything. So I think I was foolish to even say those things in the first place. I did open up, tell him everything and things like that. And then I left the office. To cut everything short, the man started calling me, telling me, like the head of the church, I mean, he's hard, he's honey. And it was so much for me to handle. And at that point, you can't turn to anybody to go and tell him because they idolize him. They see him as the papa of the church. Who are you going to tell that, oh, um um pastor is doing this to you, pastor is doing this? Nobody is going to believe you, like literally. So I had to take a break off church, then tune my mind that I've been in the church since I was a kid, so I can't leave the church. So I just tune my mind that whatever he does, I'll not mind. Finally, last early last year, a news broke out where he's been having like affairs with a couple of girls in the church. And then I happened to, my friend was defending the pastor. So I showed my friend all the messages and all the videos and things that the pastor was sending to me directly. So she was like, hey, so why did you tell anyone? I was like, this is what he's been doing. And who is going to believe you? Like the way you're defending him, nobody was going to believe me. That's why I kept quiet, because even if you bring out evidence, they'll say you're lying. And then my friend went to tell the pastor's wife, and then it became a whole issue, because apparently my friend that was defending the pastor too was involved with the pastor. But she didn't tell me. She told me when I told her. So to cut the long story short, they told their wife and then the leadership of the church, then they had a meeting. I was thinking maybe it would go somewhere, but it didn't go anywhere. The leadership called us and then told us that even David in the Bible sinned, slept with a lot of people's wife. So if the pastor is doing that, we should rather come together and help the pastor. Now we shouldn't forsake the pastor. This is the time he needs us the most. And then I was like, we are we are the people in the church and you're supposed to guide us. So if you are doing this and you're covering up for the person, what they were like, and then the issue became like stupid, like nonsense. And then I had to leave the church. And since last year, it's almost 2 years. Next year, January, February will be 2 years. I've never been to church because now I just don't trust anybody to just go to their church and then pray. It's just too hard to be in the church and even pray. So for me, I don't believe in pastors. I don't believe in churches anymore. In them anymore.